What's up, y'all? Old Crisco here. Happy Wednesday to all. And I know it's a little bit dark, but it's March Madness Eve. NCAA March Madness Eve. And tomorrow, March Madness gets underway. I'm gonna let this thing get see if anybody comes in here. And it's a big tournament. Happens every year. March Madness is here tomorrow. Hey, what's up, VA Moonshine? How you doing? I'm doing a little live stream tonight. I've been seeing everybody been giving their picks for the March Madness tournament. I'm doing good. Had a great Wednesday, and looking forward to the tournament tomorrow. I'm gonna start out tonight. I have my whole bracket here, but I'm gonna start out tonight. Yeah, I'm very dark tonight. I sure am. I'm very dark. Of course, I'm sure you know what's going on in the background. I'll show you real quick before I set this thing back up. We got the fire going, and okay. So I'm gonna start out with the fan pack. I got one fan pack this week. Well, aside from your fan pack. Yep, I'm outside tonight. I'm outside on a big Wednesday night. So I'm gonna show this fan pack. I love doing the fire videos. I really enjoy them. I do fire. I love being out here and doing these little fires. I love the smell of the wood, and I just enjoy it. So this little fan pack is coming from the Golden State Warriors. And let's see what we got. He paid 65 cents send this to me. And on this one, got a little thank you card. It says, thank you for all that you've done. Let's see. Got a little sticker sheet here. A bunch of cool Golden State Warriors stickers. I got, let's see. Got some pocket schedules. I got, let's see, one. Let's see, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Yes, it is a cool sticker sheet. Got this on the contact us form on the Golden State Warriors website. Pretty easy fan pack to get. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start give y'all a run through of this bracket. Now the first game, we've actually had some playing games that have happened last night and tonight. There's probably a couple of playing games going on right now. So I'm gonna run through this bracket. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through the right side of the bracket first. Then I'll probably show y'all the little fire for a second. And then I'll run through the left side, and then I'll tell you who's gonna win the national championship. And just to give you just to give you maybe a hint, you know, let's just see what happens, okay? So let's go to the right side of the bracket first. Okay, so we have Virginia, number 1 seed, versus a number 16, Gardner Webb. And I'm going to take Virginia on this one. Okay. My buddy Trent, I know he's not, I don't know if he's watching right now, but I know his Ole Miss Rebels, they are an 8 seed going against Oklahoma. Sorry, Trent, but I'm going with the Sooners. All right, the next game is going to be, we have Wisconsin, a number 5 seed, going against a number 10 seed, Oregon. I'm going to go with Oregon to pull the upset. You know, in March Madness, there's always going to be some upsets. Let's see. So, yeah, y'all know that March Madness always has some upsets, right? That's what makes the tournament so fun. So, let me see here. Okay, so we got Oregon pulling the upset. Then we have Kansas State, a number 4 seed, playing UC Irvine. I'm going to go with Kansas State to win that one. Okay. Next thing we have is Villanova, number 6, versus St. Mary's. St. Mary's has always been pretty strong. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm not in a pool actually. I did this one. This little bracket here just for fun, and it actually makes it, makes it kind of funner. I'm not in a pool. I'm not gonna lose anything or win anything, so I can pretty much pick who I want to pick. Right? Just pick who I want to win. Right? Okay, so let me get back to this. Villanova, all right, is a 6. St. Mary's is a 11, right? Okay, so I'm picking Villanova. Villanova's always been a strong team. I think Villanova wins. Okay, we have a 3 seed, Purdue, versus a 14 seed, Old Dominion. I'm going with Purdue to win that game. Then we have Cincinnati versus Iowa, a 7 versus a 10. I'm taking Cincinnati to win that. The next game is a number 2 seed, Tennessee Volunteers, versus a number 15, Colgate. And I'm taking Tennessee to win that game. All right. So that's actually just one side of the bracket. This here is the south side of the bracket. So we got a long ways to go. If y'all have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to ask. Let me get a little situated here. Like I said, I'm gonna go through this, and we're not in a rush tonight. I hope everyone's having a great week. It's Wednesday. Had a pretty good day today, and looking forward to the weekend. And I'll be here before we know it. Okay, let's get to the next one. We have the University of North Carolina Tar Heels, number 1 seed, versus Iona. The strongest teams that I think this year, I think Duke is very strong. I think it's kind of set up to be Duke and UNC. Duke and North Carolina. I think those two teams are very strong. You have Zion Williamson with Duke, who's more than likely going to be the number 1 pick in the draft next year. So yeah, there's 2 teams. But I'll tell you what though, that's what makes the tournament so fun, is you can have a Cinderella team who can come up and just surprise everyone, So yeah, I took North Carolina, UNC. Okay, over Iona. All right, then we have Utah State and Washington, number 8 versus number 9. I'm going to go with Utah State on that. And then we have Auburn, actually won the SEC tournament, a number a number 5 seed versus a number 12 New Mexico State. I'm going to go with SEC. I'm going to go with Auburn on that one. Okay, and then we have Kansas, who's always been strong. Also, just a tidbit, former LSU head coach Les Miles is now the head coach. I know y'all remember that Les Miles was fired when Coach O took over. But Les Miles will be coaching the Kansas Jayhawks this fall. So that should be interesting. So Kansas plays a number 10 seed, number 13 seed Northwestern. And I'm going with Kansas. Kansas has always been pretty strong in basketball, especially. All right, then we have Iowa State versus Ohio State. I'm going to go with Iowa State to win that game. Now I'm going to give you all my dark horse, my surprise team of this whole tournament. And I want y'all to keep an eye on this team. U of H, the Houston Cougars. I believe they went 31-3 regular season. I believe they did lose the conference tournament to the Cincinnati Bearcats. But I still think that they have a legitimate shot to be a Cinderella team in this tournament. So the Houston Cougars played number 3 seed, play a Georgia State team, and I'm gonna pick Houston to win that game. Next game is number 7 Wolford versus the number 10 Seton Hall. I'm gonna take the Wolford Terriers. I believe that's what they're called, the Terriers, out of Wolford University, to win that game. And then we have number 2 Kentucky, which is always strong. Kentucky is always strong. They're gonna play a number 15 Abilene Christian University. I'm gonna go in Kentucky on that one. So the right side of the bracket, first round is done. We advance to the Sweet 16 on the right side of the pool. I'm gonna go. So we're gonna have a matchup here: Virginia Cavaliers and the Kansas State University. Kansas State, I believe it's the Jayhawks. No, Kansas State. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Virginia on that one. So then we have Villanova versus Tennessee. Y'all know who I'm pulling for. I mean, y'all know who I think is gonna win on this one. Tennessee. I think the Vols. SEC. I think the Vols take it. I do like. I have Miami. Miami Hurricanes are cool. I don't believe they're not in the tournament though. I don't believe they made it this year. Yeah, they're cool. Boys from D. Let me go through this real quick. This side of the bracket. I'm gonna check out the messages. So okay, so we have Virginia and Tennessee so far making it to the Elite 8, right? Okay, the next matchup is gonna be a UNC North Carolina Tar Heels versus Kansas. Two historically great basketball programs. Actually, I want to go back to something. I said Kansas State. They're actually the Wildcats. So yeah, okay. Let's get back to this. UNC and Kansas. I gotta go with UNC. That 1 seed, I gotta go with UNC on that one. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Crisco's bracket. University of Houston Cougars versus the Kentucky Wildcats. I have Houston pulling the upset versus Kentucky. So that's what I got. So far we have advancing a Virginia Tennessee matchup and a UNC Houston matchup, right? Virginia and Tennessee. All right. So I'm going to go with Tennessee on this one. So I have Tennessee going to the Final Four. And I have UNC, North Carolina Tar Heels, going to the Final Four as well. So let's take a break here. I'll show y'all a little fire that's going on. If anybody has any questions, I'm going to switch it over. So yeah, we got a little fire going tonight on a big Wednesday, right? Such a beautiful day. Decided to come and burn some wood, you know. Yep. Yeah, I love the fires too, and it's so nice out here. I got a t-shirt on tonight, actually. All right. We got some more going on here. We got more going on. Yeah. It's on the other side, but yeah, it is. It is a full moon tonight. So let me continue on with this. We have a whole another side of the bracket to get to, right? All right, let's see here. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's get back to business. I saw that, VA. That was really cool. I did see that. That was really cool. I like the editing too with the music and all. That's really cool. I really enjoyed that. Okay, here we go. So now we get into the left side of the bracket. We have Duke winning in the first round. Actually, I'm trying to see who they played. Let me see here. I believe it's North Dakota State that they play. I'll tell you what, Duke's gonna be very tough to beat. Myself. I don't do much. I don't know if you watch if you watch all of them, but I prefer to be. I do it in one shot, and the reason I do live stream is because it's so much faster to upload. If you make a little video that's 5 minutes and you try to upload it, it takes so long. If I make a live stream, when I go to upload this video, it'll be done in 5 minutes. If you do a 5-minute video and you just try to upload it, it's gonna take you, it might take you an hour to upload a 5-minute video. That's why I prefer to do the live stream, and it's just funner to kind of interact with everyone. Okay, so I have Duke winning in the first round, right? Okay, so second round, VCU and UCF. I'm going with VCU. That's where our coach Will Wade, who's actually looks like he's not gonna be there throughout the tournament, but that's where he came from, VCU. I'm going with VCU. So the next game is Mississippi State and Liberty. We have a number 5. Hey, what's up, TD? Welcome in. I'm giving my picks. Gave the right side of the bracket. I'll give you a run through again in a second, but yeah, got a little fire going. You know, it's March Madness Eve. I know everybody's excited for the games tomorrow and Friday, and we all look forward to this time of the year as sports fans and basketball fans and college fans and all. So you joined in at a good time. Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. I will be sure to watch it though. Pat and Jen. Okay. All right, so let's see. We had Mississippi State. I'm going to give you a recap of this side of the bracket. So I got Duke winning in the first round, right? Okay, the next game is VCU and UCF. I have VCU winning. And Pat, I saw that you had UCF making almost being the Cinderella team of this tournament, right? But I'm taking VCU. I think VCU wins the game. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so I got Mississippi State and Liberty. Mississippi State is a 5 seed playing Liberty. I'm going with Mississippi State to win this game. Virginia Tech, number 4 versus number 12 St. Louis. I'm going with Virginia Tech. We have Maryland playing Belmont and Temple. I have Maryland winning that game. Okay, then we have LSU and Yale. Now, I do think this game is going to be tomorrow, right? This game is going to be at, I think, 11:30. You know, with our coach not being there, um, it has been, you know, tough, you know, not having Will Wade in. But I just think we're a stronger team. I'm picking LSU to win the game. We're 7.5-point favorites. We should be able to win this game. We're number 3 seed. They're number 14. I think LSU wins the game. By how many? I'm going to say by 7. LSU by 7 tomorrow, right? All right. So the next game is going to be Louisville, Minnesota. Louisville, always been a. When you think of basketball, you think of Louisville. I say Louisville wins. And then we have TD's team, Michigan State. We got Michigan State, number 2 seed, going up against Bradley. And number 15, I got Michigan State winning that one. Okay. Now we have Gonzaga playing the winner of the play-in game. I think Gonzaga wins. So that means that there will be no 16 seeds upsetting 1 seeds this year. Happened last year. Not this year, though. Not this year. Okay, we have a number 8, Syracuse, and a number 9, Baylor. I'm picking Baylor in the upset, mild upset, the number 9 beating the number 8. We have Marquette, number 5 versus Murray State. I'm going with Marquette on that one. And we have Florida State, a number 4 seed, versus a number 10 Vermont. I'm going with Florida State in that game. Now, let's see. We have Buffalo versus Arizona State St. John. I'm going with Buffalo to advance. And we have Texas Tech versus Northern Kentucky. I'm going with the Texas Tech Red Raiders on that one. We have a number 7 Nevada versus a number 10 in Florida. And Florida has played us very well this year. Florida plays in the SEC. I think Florida's legit. You know, so I'm gonna go with Florida to be the number 7 seed Nevada. Okay. Next we have number 2 Michigan versus number 15 Montana. I'm going with the Michigan Wolverines to win that game. So I'm going to go back to this side of the bracket. If anybody has any questions, we'll say this: the wood is smelling good tonight. Got a little oak in there, and it sure is smelling good. All right. Okay, if nobody has any questions, I'm gonna go and go on both sides. We almost through with this thing. So we have the Elite 8. We have Virginia, and we have Tennessee. And I'm gonna give you maybe a little explanation of why this team and kind of back up my point. So Virginia is a 1 and Tennessee is a 2, right? Now Tennessee has been strong this year. Tennessee at times was actually the #1 team in the nation for a good couple of weeks. And all I can say is this, if y'all been watching any of his, y'all know Crisco got to go with Tennessee. Um, I don't know. I just think that they play in a tougher division, and that's what I'm going with, Tennessee, right? So Tennessee Volunteers advanced to the Final Four, and let me hurry up and do this because I'm kind of low. So we have the UNC North Carolina versus Houston. Um, I think Houston is the Cinderella team, but I just think North Carolina is just too strong. So I'm going with a Tennessee UNC matchup on this side of the bracket. On the other side, so everything goes as planned. We have Duke and Virginia Tech. I got to go with Duke. The next matchup is actually the Crisco Domingo True North Due South matchup here. We have LSU versus Michigan State, which, if it goes down, is going to be a lot of fun. I can't pull for Michigan State. I got to go with the Tigers. I wouldn't be old Crisco Domingo if I didn't pull for the Tigers and say the Tigers would win. All I can say is we're going to be focused and just motivated and we're going to hopefully win this game. So I'm picking LSU to win. Next game we have is Gonzaga, Florida State. I'm taking Florida State to upset Gonzaga. Then we have Texas Tech in Florida. And I'm picking the Florida Gators, another SEC team, to move on. Back to the bracket. We have 2 games left. It comes down to the Tennessee Volunteers versus the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. Somehow, someway, Crisco, get Crisco back to Tennessee. Hashtag get Crisco back to Tennessee. The Volunteers come through. The Tennessee Volunteers come through and make it to the championship game. Then we have in the Final Four an LSU Florida SEC matchup, another SEC matchup. Y'all already know who wins, right? LSU. LSU wins. So the final in this year's championship, because y'all know there's only 2 teams left. We have LSU, Louisiana State University, and we have the Vols of Tennessee, an all SEC championship. So basically, to end this thing, what I'm going to do is tell you what happens. Because if this goes down and happens the way I see it, we all going to look back on this and say, wow, that guy knew what he was talking about. So it comes down to 2.7 seconds left on the clock. LSU down 72-74. Tremont Waters gets the inbounds pass. Passes it. Skylar Mays catches the ball. Shoots it. Swish. LSU wins the national championship 75-74. LSU Tigers 2019 NCAA basketball champions. Because this is Crisco Domingo, and you know it could only be one way, and that's the LSU Tigers. I hope that y'all all have a great rest of y'all Wednesday night, and I hope that y'all all enjoy the tournament. And I think that's what makes the tournament so special, because any team can show up, make some noise, and be there at the end. I appreciate all y'all watching. I hope this video is not too dark, but hopefully we'll see y'all this weekend. And thank y'all. Y'all have a great day. Have a great rest of y'all week, and go Tigers!